So we're back right here in the studio, and I'm gonna start going through some of these records and just see what we find, see what I like. Usually when I have a handful of records, I'll just open up a blank session and just put together a simple drum groove in my sequencer and just let some drums play as I started dropping the needle and just listening to music and see what connects with me and what doesn't. But before I do jump in any further, I do want to say thank you to today's sponsor, which is DistroKid. If you guys have not heard of DistroKid yet, DistroKid is the fastest and the easiest way to publish your music, especially now that they have the mobile app that we can all download in our mobile devices. We can upload music directly from our phones. It's as easy as just uploading the track into your phone, and then if you like how it sounds, you can start publishing that to multiple streaming platforms within a click of a few buttons. Not only could you publish directly from your phone, but you could also create hyperfollow links directly from the application and start sending that throughout all of your social media platforms. And another really cool thing is that you also get notified whenever you could transfer funds from your account into your bank. So you'll have those notifications pop up every other often. At least I'll get some notifications. I go ahead in my application and I can go ahead and transfer directly from my application. So if you have not done so, checked out DistroKid, go down to the link of my video. I have a 7% discount for anybody that wants to sign up. Go ahead and click on that link. And also do not forget to download the application on your mobile device if you have not done so. Back to the video. So now that we're back, I have a blank session right here. And in this sequence, I just have drums that are being played. This is the sequence that I have going on right here. It's just a kick and a snare. And this kick and this snare is a kick and a snare from my sample pack volume 3. So if you guys like how these drums sound, make sure you go down to the link of this video, pick that up. And I also have some hi-hats. These hi-hats are not part of Sample Pack Volume 3. These hi-hats are from AJ Hall. That's going to be a whole different video. I'll make a video on this later, but these are just some groove hi-hats that he has, and I want to follow along to that. I think hi-hats is something that I'm not very good at, so I like following along to some of these hi-hats. Just add a kick and a snare, and let's just get the ball rolling. That's not going to work out for us, but let's keep looking. Come on. Jeez. Well, now deep in my heart, baby. All right, let's keep going right here. Oh, man. Okay, so something right here, and I said this in a previous video. There's so much, the tempo of this is so slow. It's giving me a lot to play with. The other tracks that we were hearing, since it's rock, it goes pretty fast. The BPM is very fast. So I cannot chop that up and have the liberty that I enjoy having when I want to rearrange something. Right here, this is at a very slow tempo. So there's a lot to play with. It gives me a lot of space. I'm going to go ahead and start with this right here. Okay, I'm going to keep repeating this. This is why I say having that space or slower tempo music that doesn't have a lot going on gives us the freedom to rearrange, play at our own speed. I don't have to follow that speed. I could just... All right, let's go ahead and drop those drums. Okay, that feels awesome. Okay, if I go into Program Editor, I am not going to drop it down 2 semitones. You probably thought I was going to do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to my sample, and just to make things a little more interesting, again, there's a lot for me to play with right here. I could come right here and select this whole entire program, and let's reverse it. It might work, it might not work, but since I'm chopping up the way I am, it probably could work. All right, we got to record this because I know I'm gonna forget this one. All right. We got 2 bars right there, and that's all I want right now. Just 2 bars. Now, the interesting thing here is that I'm not following everything kind of just pressing pads and quarter notes. I'm kind of switching it up in between every other section and start throwing in different rhythms with the way I'm tapping out my pads. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the next, I'm actually on the 3rd bar right here. And now that I'm right here, I'm actually just going to jump right into the bass line and see if we can guess I'm going right here. So that right there is actually just one sequence that I have. That's just one record that I have. Again, I just laid down some drums, and you know, if it clicks, I'm gonna save this sequence. But let's keep going, and let's keep listening to different records. Ooh, yeah. Okay, let's see this one right here. I'm actually gonna copy this sequence into sequence 3 just for the drums. Crazy instruments, man.
I hear that death sound, baby, like an echo in my like an echo in my like an echo.
Oh man.
Like an echo in my like an echo.
Oh, that sounds so good. Okay, I'm gonna go into this my program or my program editor, and some of these chops were just not chopped up the right way. Like this one has a little bit of space before the downbeat, so I have to. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are this bass already. All right, it's a little off. We got to see what key we're in, and this is an E minor. Let's see where the sample's at. Okay, now get that in 16 levels. Oh man. So this is different for me, and I actually feel very good sampling this right here because I was doing the same type of picks the last, I think, 3 months. I was going to the same style of music which I enjoy and I love. But today we actually went a little different direction, and I'm having a lot of fun. This actually sounds really good. It's a whole different energy that I get depending on the type of records that I get. I actually have some classical records right here. These look really, really cool. And I was like, man, I'm going to pick up a bunch of like just classical music, orchestra. But it's just, I mean, this one was all right. This one had a few tracks that were okay, but it just, I wasn't able to find much with these orchestra tracks right here. I usually like to even go to soundtracks or movie scores that are just dark and scary. So I have a lot of minor chords on that, but sometimes you're gonna hit some good records, and sometimes you just won't have anything. Right now, with these that we're listening to, just sound really great, and I'm kind of going over now to the rock section that I picked up, and I'm enjoying these tracks. So these are definitely some tracks that I do want to keep. And sometimes I'll get comments of like, man, how do you make it look so easy, or you make it sound so fast? It's not, there's so many tracks that I did not waste your time that just didn't work. It just sounded boring. It just, the weird melodies or chords, and it just did not work. There's more tracks that do not work for me than there is that do work for me. The only difference is that I'm obviously recording the tracks that work for me. So it seems like it's just all gems, everything that I pick up, which is not.
Breaks, no harm was done. We keep the sorrow on the rocks. It was a little too much.
Okay, see, I'm actually glad this is happening while I'm recording, because I want to let you know that most of the times this is what happens. You just sit down, invest your time, and just listen to music.
Here I stand behind.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're returning to the tunnel of night. As you were running to the, as you were running to the, as you were, when you step.
Let's go ahead and record that.
When you step. You were running to the.
Oh, man. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and get we need to get a crash right here. That might work. Yep.
Soon you'll dance around the fire. Soon you'll dance around the fire.